E-Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on the week recap for week 8, and we're going into week 9. I'm also going to talk about tonight's game, which is the game between the Bengals and the Browns, guys. So if you got any questions about anything going forward, even a couple waiver questions maybe, because I'm gonna do waivers tomorrow. So I'm not gonna do early waivers. I'm just gonna do the recap, talk about winners and losers. So whatever questions you guys have, just hit me up. Let's get this money. Let's get these trophies. Let's get these fantasy football championships. Let's go. So let me go to before I start with the winners and losers, guys, let me go to the chat. Anybody want to come up? I put the link in the description box or in the comment box, so you can come up. Just click the link, follow the instructions. You can come up here, chop it up for a couple of minutes, and then we'll move on. If you want to, it's up to you. But Mr. Curly, what's up, bruh? He says, trying to upgrade off Olave. Who y'all think I can grab? Trying with Amara. Bruh, yes, if you can get Amara, do it. But listen, you got the sauce. So listen, let me break something down to you, Mr. Curly. I'm a big believer on playing your studs. I'm not big on dropping my studs just because they didn't do good for me 1 week. Look, Olave is a good player, bro. I think you need to keep him. Because people now going to try to come down and take away Alvin Kamara. Excuse me. And so with that, that's going to leave Olave 1-on-1. He's a rookie too. Also, Michael Thomas is coming back eventually. Eventually, he's coming back. Eventually, Jarvis Landry is coming back. Now, Michael Thomas could be traded, but either way, bro, Olave is going to be good. Now, listen, if you go get Amon-Ra, T. Higgins, those type of guys, then do it. But Olave, bro, he got the sauce. Drake London, none of these guys, don't trade for none of those type of guys. Don't get mad. I know you 1-6 or 2-6 or whatever, and I get it, but don't get rid of a team. Because listen, I can show you a team that I had with Alvin Kamara and Derrick Henry. I started off 1-6. Now everybody is scared of my team. I got Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, Kyle Pitts. They ready to hit. So what if I got off of them? You think my record would be better? I don't think so. I don't think I could win a fantasy championship. I'm not going to sell my soul to win, to go to the playoffs. Either I'm going to have a team that I can win playoff games with, or I'm just going to miss the playoffs. That's just me. So I want to be fair to your question, though, bro. Also, Mr. Curley says, y'all like the AJB and Muth for Chase, AJ Brown for the Muth for Chase and Connor. No. AJ Brown is the sauce. Pat Freiermuth is really good. Connor, man, I don't know if he comes back, if he's going to have the sauce, right? I don't know if he's going to be really that good to put your head, bro. I'm not going to tell you to make a trade and say, yeah, forget about you. Bro, I wouldn't do it. I think A.J. Brown and the Muth are good guys that's going to give you really good points. Now, listen, I told y'all the seasons is broken up into quadrants. First quadrant, you might have a team to go over. But then, do you mean you should trade them? No, that means that you got to wait. So imagine having Alvin Kamara and Derrick Henry. Guys, the first 3 weeks was garbage. They didn't score over 10 fantasy points. But now look what they are. So I don't want you to make a mistake and get rid of Olave and somebody end up winning with Olave. So also you says, Taysom, bro, you the man. Devontae failed. JJ will do. Question like always, my guy. Okay. Taysom, bro, you're the man. Devontae failed. Okay. Yeah, Devontae, he had a bad week. And you said JJ will do. Okay, JJ is fine. Question it like always, my guy. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's why I just don't want you to get off that sauce. I think you got a good team. And also, Mr. Curley says, fire, this knowledge is omniscient. You're the man. Bro, excuse me for my language. Omnipotent. I'm sorry, omnipotent. He says omnipotent. Thank you, bro. I try. I'm about, what's up, bro? Hey, guys, go follow him on Twitter. This guy been showing support to me from the beginning. Go follow this guy on Twitter. He says, I'm loaded at running back this year, but my wide receivers are Terry and Pittman. I'm thinking I should trade Eckler or Waller for a wide receiver one. Yes, I do, because I don't know. Pittman, I don't know what Pittman going to do for you for the rest of the season. Scary Terry's going to be okay. Taylor Heinicke got this job. Now, listen, he's not going to be there next year, but for the rest of this year, I don't see why they would go back to Carson Wentz. It just don't make sense. Hold on to Carson Wentz, trade him, whatever. You might as well let Taylor Heinicke keep playing because y'all keep winning games with Taylor Heinicke. It is what it is. So to me, yes, I would trade Eckler if you loaded at running back and get you the sauce. That's how you trade. You don't trade guys you don't want because nobody don't want them to. But if you got overabundance of got really good talent, you can trade those guys off and swap them out, and somebody will give you something for Eckler. Hell yeah, you can get that, bro. I think that's a great move. Also, Mr. Curley says, like and subscribe. This man is the spot, the sauce, the knowledge, and the true leader and king of fantasy football. Thank you, bro. And Connor says, should I drop Mike Williams for Kadarius Toney? No, Connor. Don't drop Mike Williams. Mike Williams got the sauce. Do not drop him. But if you can pick up Kadarius, you said, I have Jamar out too. What do you think? Got to go to the waivers. Now, if you was about to one more game will put you out the playoffs, I would tell you to go to your best player or your second best player and trade them to get 2 or 3 players that you can start that week. Because you don't trade for guys on the bye, because most time if you trade, you need to win. Now, if you got a good record and you make a trade, then you fine. You can wait a couple weeks to get a player when they're going to boom later. That's why I told y'all to trade for DJ Moore. I told y'all about DJ Moore, didn't I? Told y'all about Kyle Pitts. So everybody know in this chat, I don't want to hear no questions about Kyle Pitts, how he doing good now, because I told y'all things would change around. Now listen, if he go and done me for the rest of the year, then I come back and say, you know what, guys, I was totally wrong. But if he start hitting every week, I'm still glad I picked him up in the 3rd round. Yes, I said what I said. He says, I have Jamar out too. What you think? I think you need to keep Mike Williams. Don't trade for no Kadarius Toney because he can't do nothing for you for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I would say, man, hit that waiver wire, bro. See, just said, should I trade Water and Pitts for Kelsey? If you don't need Waddle, you said, I'm strong. Okay, there you go. I'm strong at wide receiver 10 team. Yeah, bro. To go on and get that sauce at tight end. But listen, you got Pitts. What I would do, I would hold on to Pitts and try to get better other places. I wouldn't try to get Kelsey for Pitts. I think Pitts is good enough to keep you up there with a guy like Travis Kelce. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference that you got Pitts because I think he's going to be hitting going forward for the rest of the year. So I don't want you just to trade out Pitts because he ain't did good or because he got a little bit of sauce. And Water for Pitts for Kelce, I will only do 2 guys of that caliber for like a not Travis Etienne, but like a Nick Chubb, the number 1 RB or the number 1 wide receiver, because Waddle is a top 12 wide receiver. Pitts is a top 12 tight end. So just to get one guy, Kelsey, is that going to really make a difference on your team? I don't know. CHB said Malik Willis and Sam Ellis was a big letdown. Didn't start them though. Yes, they was, bro. Malik Willis killed me. Sam Ellis did okay, but I started Malik Willis in some of my leagues. He killed me. I lost a couple of leagues because of that, but I'm fine. I still got good records. I'm fine. But yes, Malik Willis killed me, bro. And I was so, guys. If I told anybody that I told to start Malik Willis, I apologize because I started him myself. So from going forward, if you got a quarterback that's known and he's hitting and he's giving you a decent floor, go ahead and ride him. But you know, I'm edgy, just like Justin Fields. I've been telling y'all about Justin Fields all year. Hopefully, a lot of you got him stashed. You should have him stashed. He says, should I drop Bateman? He's been a bust for me. If you need to, bro, to pick up, don't drop him just to drop him. Make sure you're picking up somebody that's going to replace him. And Caesar says, Ty, bruh. Yes, sir. Okay. So, guys, let's get started. Let's start with the Ravens and Buccaneers. I'm going to get through these winners and losers real quick. That way I can get to the rest of y'all questions. So, Lamar Jackson. He started off bad, but again, it's Lamar Jackson. Guys, you don't look at Lamar Jackson. Don't look at none of those analytics that they got on him. He's an analytic buster. Some guys you cannot measure them with analytics because they too like spontaneous with their play. Lamar Jackson could be 0 for 5 the next round and run around, and hit you with an 80-yard run. That's why I tell y'all guys to roll out Lamar. You got to. So Lamar is a winner for me. Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. You got to handcuff him with Isaiah Likely. Mark Andrews could be out for a couple of weeks. To me, he was a loser this week, but only because of an injury, so I'm not going to try to kill him. But I think you need to have Isaiah Likely. Rashad Bateman, he was a loser. He's been injured too much. They shouldn't have rushed him out there. I think they might be looking to make a trade. Tom Brady, I'm going to still say he was a winner. He's throwing the ball 40 to 50 times. He's going to always give you a nice floor when he's throwing the ball 40 to 50 times. Leonard Fournette, I think you need to trade him. I think Rashad White is coming. Now, if you want to hold on to Leonard Fournette because he is with Tom Brady and he's going to be in the red zone a lot. But I think if you don't like your team, you want to get better, I think Leonard Fournette is a great trade guy. I would trade him for, it just depends. I'm not going to give you any guys right now because I haven't thought about it, but I think he is a trade. But he was, I would say Leonard Fournette was a winner from last week. He scored that touchdown that saved his day. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, you wrote those guys out there, they're all winners. Those are winners, right? You wrote those guys out there every week because they're getting hyper-targeted. All right, let's get on to the Broncos and Jaguars. Guys, Melvin Gordon. If you want to call it a winner, but I would try to find something else. He's very, very volatile over there with Latavius Murray. Very volatile. Latavius Murray has the sauce right now for this backfield. But I think with Russell Wilson playing better, I would try to go buy low on some of these guys. Not Melvin Gordon, Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Greg Dulcich. I would try to buy low on those guys. So those guys, Jerry Jeudy is a winner. Greg Dulcich is a winner, and Latavius Murray is a winner. Melvin Gordon, I'm not going to call him a winner, even though he scored a touchdown. So I think if you want to find a backup for Melvin Gordon, I think that's fine. I understand that. Let's see. For the Jaguars, Evan Ingram is a winner. He's a top 12 tight end. You got to start him. Let me see. Trevor Lawrence was a loser, but I still like him going forward. I think this is the quarterback that you can roll out going forward. He's getting better to me. He just had that one turnover that kind of derailed him after that. So I still think he's a good, but he was a loser. But I still think he's a good quarterback to go buy low on. Travis Etienne, he's killing it, guys. He's a winner. He's killing it. I got to give it to him. And Christian Kirk, he was a loser. He's not giving the output that he gave out the first 2 to 3 weeks. Zay Jones is a guy. I'm gonna call him a winner. Because I feel like he's getting the better play call and the better targets than Christian Kirk. So I like Zay Jones over Christian Kirk. Let's move on to the Dolphins and Lions game. For the Dolphins, you know what Tua, he's killing, guys. Tua is killing. Raheem Mostert, I think he's gonna get I'm not saying he's gonna get traded, but Kareem Hunt is coming. So would I call him a winner? He got over 10 points. I'm not gonna call him a winner. He was okay in the game. He didn't wow me. But Tyreek Hill, Triple Crown winner. I told y'all, this guy's going to boom. Go trade for the guy if you can. I'm pretty sure you can't, but he definitely is a winner. Jalen Waddle is a winner. 2 touchdowns. Tyreek had 183 yards. Jalen Waddle had like 123 yards. Tua is willing and dealing. Mike Gesicki, I'm not going to call him a winner. He could be traded himself. To the Cleveland Browns, guys. I think they want Kareem Hunt. Lions, Jared Goff is a winner. DeAndre Swift, in my eyes, is a winner. They brought him back slowly. Imagine when he's fully healthy. Guys, this is one of the biggest play guys in the whole league. I love him. I think he's going to be having big plays all year because he's not going to get goal line carries, but you don't need him to get goal line carries. You need DeAndre Swift to just bust out for a big, long play. 1 or 2 of them a game, he's going to be a top 12 guy. That's what DeAndre Swift is. Jamal Williams is a winner. You got to start Jamal Williams almost every week because he's got all the goal line carries. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a winner to me. He got over 10 targets. That's what Amon-Ra does. He still ain't fully 100% healthy. He's getting healthy every week. So he's going to go back to week 1, 2, and 3 Amon-Ra before he got injured. And TJ Hawkins is not a winner, but he's a tight end that you just got to roll out there. He's not always going to have great weeks for you, but if you draft him, you got to roll him out there. I don't want TJ Hawkins on my team because I know he's very volatile. Let's get to the Panthers-Falcons. DJ Moore is a winner. Deontay Foreman, he killed it, guys, is a winner. You want these guys, you want to start these guys every week. DJ Moore and Deontay Foreman and PJ Walker are starters every week going forward. The Chuba Hubbard, we're going to have to wait and see. Let's see what happens with Foreman and Chuba Hubbard the next game because Chuba probably going to be back after injury. Falcons, Marcus Mariota was a winner, but am I going to trust that every week? No. He had one big play with Demir Bird where he split the safeties and scored a touchdown. Without that, he had an average week. Drake London is a loser. Guys, you can't start him anymore. I told a couple of people to start Drake London. No longer can you start Drake London. Kyle Pitts, I told y'all not to start him. Like I didn't say sit him, but I said I understand if you want to sit him. I started him. I told people to start him, but I understood if people wanted to sit him. But now I'm pretty sure everybody wants to start him again. This guy, you have to start Kyle Pitts. It is what it is. Don't worry about the output. Just load him out there at the tight end position. It's very volatile there. And Tyler Algier is a sneaky sleeper, guys. He is a winner. He's getting over 15 touches a game. So let me see. Yep. So let's go on to the Cardinals and Vikings. Kyler Murray, guys, is a winner. D-Hop is a winner. Zach Ertz, I'm not going to say he's an everyday star tight end because of D-Hop takes away his targets. But I think he's okay if you need. Remember, it's tight end, so I'm not going to get too cute with tight ends. Whatever tight end you got on your team that you drafted, you probably got to start him unless you can trade to go get somebody. I like Greg Dotritz. I think if you can get him on the waiver wires, he is going to be on my waiver wire video again tomorrow. So if you can get him, then I'm okay with that. But other than that, if you got a tight end, you just roll him out there. Another guy that I think was a winner was Rondale Moore. I think Rondale Moore is going to be used in the slot. They need him. D-Hop is opening it up for Rondale Moore. Benjamin, guys, I told some people to start him. I was wrong. It depends on the matchup. So he's not going to be an everyday start when Connor is out. I see that now. Is not going to be an everyday start when Connor is out. Let's go to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins was a winner. Dalvin Cook, in my eyes, was a winner. And the reason why Dalvin Cook is a winner, guys, he's the only running back on a high-flying offense. So I think you need to hold on to the guy. I said he was a trade guy early, but they're using him in the passing game, so I think he's going to be okay. I don't think he's going to get hurt. Justin Jefferson, he was a winner. Even though he didn't hit his ceiling, he helped other guys get open. KJ Osborne, I told y'all about KJ Osborne. I told y'all that KJ Osborne would probably get one-on-one coverage with a weak corner because they got to stop Justin Jefferson. And Arizona always, with Byron Murphy, they go and double team your number one wide receiver. So they're going to leave you one-on-one with weaker corners. That's why I talked about KJ Osborne and also Adam Thielen. Now, Irv Smith, I told people to start him because of the Arizona matchup with being weak against tight end, but Irv Smith is not. And I haven't been on him. I just did it because of the matchup. I don't like Irv Smith. He's very volatile, right? I'd rather roll out my guy like Kyle Pitts. I'm not streaming tight end with Irv Smith most of the time. Now, if I don't have any other tight end, I might pick him up. Okay. So let's go to the Bears and Cowboys game, guys. Justin Fields. Uh-oh. I told y'all about Justin Fields. Y'all, a lot of people in this chat said I was crazy. Hey, TD, Justin Fields, he sucked. And he did. And I said, guys, let him get better. You know the content. But TD, but this, guys. I told you, give him a little bit of time. That's what fantasy is. It's broken down in 4 quadrants. Guys that's doing good in the first quadrant usually is not going to be doing good in the 4th quadrant of the season unless you D-Hop, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, CMC, those type of guys, those upper echelon guys. Those are the guys that you're trying to draft in the first round because they're going to hit almost every week. Only like 14 or 15 players in the whole, I'm talking about from quarterbacks to kickers, only like 12 guys are doing that. So the rest of the guys, you got to kind of be finagling them and trying to get the sauce for the end of the year. And Justin Fields in the 4th quadrant, we in the 3rd quadrant right now, but going into the 4th quadrant, he's going to be booming. He's going to be booming. So you want to make sure you have Justin Fields. David Montgomery, I'm going to call him a winner because he got the snap percentage, but I'm not high on him. Khalil Herbert is the guy to get, and I told y'all that all year. When people didn't even agree with me, Khalil Herbert is the guy. And I like Darnell Mooney. And guys, for a little sleeper, if you need to stream a tight end and everybody's on the buy, go pick up Cole Kmet just for a streaming option, not for no rest of the season, just a streaming option. Justin Fields has opened this offense up, and he's ready to evolve. So you can start playing Darnell Mooney. And you know you always can start the running backs. To me, I'd rather start Khalil Herbert and try to trade David Montgomery. But Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet, they're going to be starters. And Velus Jones is picking up a little bit with the gadget plays. That's what he is. He's the gadget play guy. And for us, the Cowboys, Dak Prescott was a winner. I remember I'm kind of a little off on Dak and CeeDee Lamb, but I got to admit they played good. And I told one person to play CeeDee Lamb this week. And I mean, not to play him, and he did. Me, I needed to see it with CeeDee Lamb. I'm not a great fan of CeeDee Lamb, so I apologize for anybody that I told to sit CeeDee Lamb. But you usually start your studs. Only reason why I told you to sit CeeDee Lamb if you got good wide receivers. If you got to go to the bench or the waiver wire player, no, you drafted the guy. I'm not high on him, so you ain't gonna listen to me. I'm not gonna champion him for you. I'm gonna always say, I don't know about CeeDee Lamb. So that always might throw us off. But like I said, I don't got CeeDee Lamb in not one league. So Dalton Schultz, he did pretty well. With Dak Prescott, I think you can start rolling Dalton Schultz out there. And Michael Gallup, I think he's just a spot start. So it's the Cowboys. So if you need to start him, it's the bye weeks coming up, start him. But other than that, with no bye weeks, don't start him. All right, let's go to the Raiders versus the Saints. Derek Carr is a loser. I dropped Derek Carr. I didn't want him. So no part of Derek Carr. Josh Jacobs is still the winner. He had a bad game, so he was kind of a loser in that game. I mean, if you want to call that game, but I think Josh Jacobs has still got the sauce. But Devontae Adams, I would try to. I think he's going to be fine going forward. But if you could trade Devontae Adams to go get an upper echelon like A.J. Brown, I would do it. I'm sorry, guys. You might disagree with me, but I would trade Devontae Adams. I don't trust Derek Carr. So I would try to get some offense that's upper echelon. Like I would take Devontae Adams, get Stephon Diggs, any number one. Even maybe Amon-Ra St. Brown in another piece. Hunter Renfrow and Foster Moreau are losers. Darren Waller's a loser. The reason why I'm going to call them losers, they've been out so long. Hunter Renfrow is not getting any targets. Foster Moreau coming in as a backup tight end, and Darren Waller's been injured. They losers. I wouldn't worry about it. Andy Dalton is a winner. Jameis Winston ain't getting his job back. I said what I said. Jameis Winston is not getting his job back. Taysom Hill. Got to roll him out there every week in tight end now. Yes, sir. Got to roll him out there every week at tight end. Alvin Kamara. You know what he is. What can I say? He might be the number one RB, and it might be him and Derrick Henry number one and number two like they always been. So Alvin Kamara is a Hall of Famer. I said what I said. I'm talking about real life Hall of Famer. He is what it is, what it is. Chris Olave. I remember people asked me earlier about Chris Olave. Man, you got to keep rolling him out there, bro. He got the sauce. He on a great team. Andy Dalton is an accurate quarterback. I mean, he don't have a strong arm, but he can get the ball to Chris Olave. But they tried to take Chris Olave away, and Alvin Kamara killed him. So next week, the team is going to try to take Alvin, and Chris Olave is going to eat. And I talked about that with a guy earlier today, and we talked about how if guys give you a bad game, if they are alphas, you don't drop them because it's coming back around to them, right? Because it's game dependent. You know, sometimes defenses are taking away the number one receiver or the number two receiver or the running back, and so the other guy's going to eat. So A.J. Brown has been okay for the last 2 weeks, and this week he killed because you know why? They was trying to take away Jalen Hurts, take away Miles Sanders, take away Devontae Smith. Dallas got it. And A.J. Brown had one-on-one coverage for the first half and killed him with 3 touchdowns. So why would I drop A.J. Brown? Oh, I'm going to drop A.J. Brown. He hasn't done good for me the last couple of weeks. No, you would have missed the sauce. Michael Thomas, if you want to drop him, guys, you can. But I would say if you winning, if you got extra players on your bench, go trade for him. I think when this team come back, New Orleans had a chance to go to the playoffs when like Michael Thomas come back. Some of these other guys, Jarvis Landry, they're gonna have a good team. Is Michael Thomas gonna be old? Michael Thomas, no, but he'll still be able to give you above 10 PPR points in fantasy. He's still gonna command 7 to 8 targets. They're not gonna have Michael Thomas out there with 3 or 4 targets, and he could get traded. I think I think Michael Thomas is gonna get traded to a place like Green Bay Packers. So I want y'all to be able to go. So go buy low on him and stash him, and then when he gets traded, y'all can have the sauce, right? All right, let's move on to the Steelers and Eagles, guys. The Steelers and Eagles. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep my spot, and then I'm gonna get through some of the questions. And Amabot says, "Thank you, bro. Anytime, bro. Go follow him on Twitter, guys. Go follow the guy on Twitter." CHB said, "I need more touchdowns from Tyreek and Mostert." Bro, you good with Tyreek? You can't ask him to do everything, but Mostert. Trade Mostert. And if you want to wait for that, that's fine. But reason why I would tell you to trade Mostert because Kareem Hunt is probably coming there. Mostert he didn't practice all week. That's why he didn't have a great game. So they're gonna get somebody that they can rely on. They can't rely on Chase Edmonds. They ain't gonna use no Patrick Lard or nobody, no backup like that. So what's the guy? I forgot the guy that played for him last year. So I think guys that you need to pick up Kareem Hunt, buy low him, or trade Mostert. Maybe you can take Mostert and trade him for a nice piece before the trade happens. Might have to be tonight or early Tuesday morning. Mr. Anderson, he said, "What's good, bro? Yes, sir. Hit the like button, guys. We got 18 people in here. We only got 11 likes. Let's get the likes up." Mr. Anderson, would you trade Barkley for CMC? Yes, I would. Yep. It's time to do that type of trade. Now he's playing with San Francisco. They gave him a little bit too many carries for me. Just a little bit too many. I would have took about that last drive. I wouldn't have had him in there. After he scored that last touchdown, he'd have been done for the game. But yes, you can trade Barkley for CMC. CMC is probably going to be the number 3 or number 2. It's going to be Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, CMC. It's going to go back to old school if they can stay healthy. So listen, we don't know about health. Health can happen. You can trade for CMC and he go down the next game. You can get out Barkley and he go down. I'm not wishing for that. Knocking on wood, right? So I'm just letting y'all know what can happen. But yes, I would trade Barkley for CMC. What's up, Chris? What's up, bro? And Haran, what's up, bro? He said Aaron Jones, nice. Let me see. Aaron Jones says he okay. He's pretty good. But like I said, I think A.J. Dillon is a good guy. I think if you got a good record, you like 7-1, buy low on A.J. Dillon because they're going to have to use the run game. So as times go on, you can have some good running backs that you can throw in when you got some bye weeks or whatever. I think A.J. Dillon is a buy low for some people. Yep. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. This is cutting edge content. Connor says, I have running back Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, JT, and Kenneth Walker. So you got really good running back. Should I move one for a wide receiver? And if so, which one? Thank you. Love the advice. I would move Joe Mixon, and I would get something like, let me see, Chris Olave in another piece. Devontae Adams. Yes, because remember, you go into a wide receiver. You don't need the running back. So Devontae Adams to me would be better if you need a wide receiver than Joe Mixon for you. So that's what I'm saying. Another man's trash is another man's treasure. Because I just tell y'all to get off of a player don't mean he's good for you. To me, Devontae Adams, if I need a running back, I will push him out in front of somebody because I don't think he's going to be like the number one wide receiver this year. Would he be top 12? He'd be top 12, but he ain't going to think he's going to be number one. But to help your team, bro, yes, Joe Mixon, I would go for Devontae Adams and another piece. And bro, I can't go too far. I can't give you too many guys, but I'm gonna go through and look for a couple more guys to give you as wide receivers that you can trade for. Let me see here. Jalen Waddle. You might could go get Jalen Waddle. Let me see. Amon-Ra St. Brown in another piece. DJ Moore in another piece. Or Jerry Jeudy and a couple other pieces, right? It just depends on where you're going. You can get 3-4 guys for him, guys that are on the way trending up. So, bro, that's why I ask people, go over to OnlyFans, guys, and subscribe to my OnlyFans. I can help you a little bit out more there. Right now, I just got to get on with the live. But appreciate the question, Connor. Appreciate the question. Okay. CHB says, traded away Fournette for Amon-Ra. There you go. How would you rate that trade? You killed it. That's what I was talking about. Earlier, I told y'all to trade for Leonard Fournette. I love that trade. I'm going to be trade away Leonard Fournette. And Leonard Fournette is going to be okay, but he's older back. Go off and get you Amon-Ra St. Brown, where Detroit's going to be playing better and better each week. I like the way Detroit playing. They just need a couple more pieces for defense and stuff like that. They're going to be a good team. Mr. Anderson says, what about Barkley and St. Brown? I'm loaded at wide receiver. Barkley and yes, you can trade Barkley and St. Brown and go get you Derrick Henry or Alvin. That's all. Don't you give up no Barkley and no St. Brown for no T. Higgins. I know you're not doing that. But if you're giving up Barkley and St. Brown, you got to go get you a nice piece. You got to get you an upper echelon D-Hop. Somebody like that. Mr. Anderson says, got to make it look good. You right. You right. That's how you get a trade. You make it look, ooh. And these guys might be, they probably doing that, but they look good. They in their quadrant where they just hit. But they about to go into a quadrant where they ain't about to hit. So you got to go trade those players for the next quadrant, guys. And you usually can read it. Like right now, Kyle Pitts. He's in his quadrant. He's about to start hitting. Where guys like Mark Andrews is doing this. He is bad quadrant. Now listen, in the playoffs, Mark Andrews could be doing that. So you have to feel it, guys. And I watched the game. I coach speak, watching the coaches, me playing the game, I can feel it. And I can feel game plans. Listen, I'm not the best 1.5 fantasy player and 8.2 ADOT and 1.3 this. That's not me. But what I can do is tell you what the coach thinking. Better than all these smart guys that think they know fantasy. I can tell you what the coach is speaking. I know a guy, he played professional ball, and me and him talking up all the time, and I'm like, man, ain't this what the coach thinking? He'd be like, yeah, bro, that's what the coaches think. That's how they think. So I'm teaching you from a coach mentality, from game script. That's how I can be on players or whatever, or be on players that nobody else, like Tyreek Hill, where everybody said the Tua can't get the ball to him, and he still can't. But Tyreek having the best season. Why? Y'all can't explain it, can you? I can. Because I told you, Tua is accurate. When you catch a ball out in front of you real pretty, you're going to keep running. And when you fast like that, nobody can stop you. So I just want to let y'all know that. Let me go on to the next comment, guys. Chris Carter, what's up, bro? Pretty family, beautiful family. I love that picture, bro. That's my homie, guys. Been showing support for the last 2 years. I'm doing good, bro. Just trying to put out content. And Chris says, not much, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm about to say, what do you think about Eckler for Higgins and Olave? And how do you feel? I think Eckler is a little too good. You got to get something better. I know Higgins is by himself right now, but Jamar Chase ain't out for the whole season. So I say just pick it up just one more tick. Like maybe D-Hop. Eckler and D-Hop is perfect, bro. You can get something like that. Right now, like I said, like I'm on a live, so I can't really just do all the research I need. But bro, you can get something just a little bit more better. Just a little bit more better. Yep, Chris says smashed it. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, bro. Smash that like button, guys. And Chris says top 5 wide receiver is Waddle. Yes, he is. Waddle is nice. Waddle is nice. And Chris says, how about Reek 961 yards? Think he will make 2K? Yes, sir. Guys, go back to my bold prediction. Matter of fact, man, you're going to make me do it, bro. You're going to make me do it. You're going to make me do it. I got to show y'all something. Yep. I'm going to try to get through this real quick, guys. Be patient with me. I got to show y'all something because I want y'all to know what you're watching, right? I want y'all to know, like, that I'm providing really good cutting edge content for you. Okay. 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 All right. I want to show y'all this real quick, guys. Real quick. I want to show y'all this. Because some people don't know. I know I always say, well, I said this already, and I said this. Listen to this, guys.
Are you fading Tyreek Hill this year because he went to the Miami Dolphins? Do you think Tyreek fantasy value is going to take a hit because Tua can't throw the ball downfield? Guys, don't fade Tyreek Hill. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. The reason why I'm not fading Tyreek Hill, guys,
Let me know, guys, if
Tyreek
y'all can't
Hill
hear this.
is a great West Coast player. He don't need to go downfield every single play. So, guys, quit trying to think that Tua's not going to be able to throw it deep and Tyreek needs to get deep. No, guys, he's going to catch the ball probably at what it was, A-dot, probably like 3 or 4 yards. Like he's going to have a lot of short catches. So this guy's going to have a lot of yak. They're going to be getting him and Waddle the ball often underneath the defensive coverage. Now, when you come down and press to play for the short routes, that's when Tua's going to throw the ball deep, guys. So listen, if you want a PPR monster, yes, Tyreek Hill is a PPR monster. I didn't have him in my PPR monster video because there's other PPR guys that I needed to mention. But Tyreek will be a top 10 guy in targets this year because of the offense that he's in. So, guys, don't try to equate everything as run around, throw it deep to Tyreek. That is Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Tyreek. The Miami Dolphins Tyreek was going to be a shallow cross to devil. He's going to be shallow crossing everybody. And then once you play for the shallow cross, that's when he gives you a double move and goes deep and Tua throw it with anticipation. Tua's not going to say, Tyreek, run deep and wait until run till you can't run anymore, and then I'm going to throw it to you. No, it's going to be bam. Bam. It's not going to be long, deep, guys. It's going to be short, quick, deep, like the way Drew Brees played his last 5 years. Drew Brees didn't have the biggest arm, but he still threw the ball downfield. Why? Because he anticipated it. So, guys, I'm picking Tyreek Hill up in the first round if he followed me. I'm not fading this guy. This guy's too explosive. So, yes, guys, make sure you pick up Tyreek Hill.
There you go, guys. So that's what I wanted to hit y'all with. That I've been on. I told y'all about Tyreek. Wasn't nobody in the whole industry, fantasy football industry, saying that. So people said, well, Tyreek gonna be okay. I was the only one, guys. I was the only one. Okay. So yeah. Let me go down here. Let me get out of this because it's slowing my computer down. All right. And Chris Carter says, I have a core of good wide receivers. I have Brady in most leagues. With Brady turning around. Yes, Brady, he gonna listen, even if he don't turn it around, he's still gonna have high value. So the volume alone, bro, is gonna keep you in the top 12. Like Brady's gonna be fine. Now you got these new guys like Justin Fields coming up. So those guys, I told people to pick up those guys. Those guys are gonna be hard for Brady to beat. But Brady's still gonna be pitching around. He might have 2 to 3 touchdowns instead of 4 or 5 like he had last year. But he still is gonna be giving Mike Evans and Godwin a lot of targets. He says, tired of waiting. Left out, should I trade one of my wide receivers? Good a better quarterback. Yes, if you can, man. But I would just ride it out this year. If you, I would try to ride it out. That's what I would try to do. But I get it. If you can't and you can get a quarterback, make sure you get Jalen Hurts or Kyler Murray. Don't go to nobody like no Ryan. And I don't know you're not, but don't get nobody like Ryan Tannehill. Not even Justin Fields right now. Make sure if you get rid of Tom Brady, you're going to get somebody where you know you roll him out there every week and they're going to hit their floors and their ceilings, right? And CHB says, one last thing. I'm up by 31 points and my opponent has T. Higgins left. What are my chances of winning? You said one last thing. I'm up by 31 points and my opponent has T. Higgins left. What are my chances? Bruh, you got an 80% chance of winning. T. Higgins, 31 points. That's a lot. He might get 22, 25 at the most. But if he get over 31, bro, you just got to call it a day. It is what it is. Yep. And Chris says, word. Yes, sir. And Mark Castillo, he said, bro, can I offer Jonathan Taylor for Alvin or Jonathan Taylor for ETN? Yes, you can do it. I don't know if they'll do it. But I would try to ask Jonathan Taylor for Alvin or Jonathan Taylor another piece for Alvin. Jonathan Taylor for ETN, you can do that now. I'm not a big fan of that, but I understand it. I'm not going to sit here and be disingenuous. You can do that, bro. ETN's got the sauce. I'm just a little nervous with his injury. And I'm not trying to play scared, but I'm just a little bit nervous because he's a smaller guy. So Joey Vike says, I want to trade Barkley for a 2-for-1. Yes. I want to trade Barkley for a 2-for-1. Yeah, you can do that. So you're trying to say that I want to trade Barkley for a 2-and-1. So you're gonna trade Barkley and somebody else to get one, or you just gonna trade Barkley to get two players? Let me know, bro. Joey. And Chris says, I just traded Jonathan Taylor for Damian Pierce, 24 first, Wan'Dale Robinson, Kyron Williams. Nice. Now listen, I think Jonathan Taylor gonna be forward and gonna be okay going forward in fantasy. But I understand if you got to do what you got to do to win a championship. Sometimes you got to sell your whole team out to win a championship in 1 year, and that's fine. That's fine. I understand that. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get the likes up. And Gabriel says, yo, TD, this year really depressing. Kelsey and Metcalf, the only guys who are consistent. The situations of Swift, A.J. Dillon, Sutton, and London drive me crazy. Unluckiest draft I ever had. Bro, it be like that sometimes. Swift is coming for it. He's going to come. He's going to meet with you halfway. A.J. Dillon is going to be okay going forward. But if you might need to make some moves, bro, to get you a win this week, next week, or this depends on what your record is. Let me know what your record is, and I'll let you know how quick you got to move off these guys. But if you're okay, I think Swift is going to be hit, and I think AJ is going to hit. Dillon is going to be hit going forward. I don't think they're trending down. I think they're trending up. I also do like Antonio Gibson, guys. I think y'all need to go out there and go get him. I think you can get him for the low. You can get him for the low. Chris says traded for Justin Herbert for a 2023 late first and 2 late thirds. Good deal. Yes, it was. Great deal for Justin Herbert. That's a quarterback. And Chris says Rick is the bomb. He also said Tua is the most accurate quarterback he has ever played with. And he's telling the truth. And I told y'all that he was telling the truth. A lot of people thought he was capping when he said that. Gable says, how long are you waiting before dropping a player? It just depends on the player, Gable. Like Tyreek Hill, Kyle Pitts, I'm not dropping him. I'm not dropping Kyle Pitts. Justin Fields, I didn't drop him because I knew he was going to get better. But guys like Cortland Sutton, I dropped him. You know, I'm picking him up now if he's on waivers, but I dropped him earlier. Who else? Let me see what other kind of players. Zay Jones, I dropped him. Just give you some players that I've dropped. Mike Gesicki, T.J. Hawkinson. I haven't dropped Drake London. I'm a little bit nervous about dropping Drake London, but he's droppable. I'm not gonna say he's not droppable. He's droppable. And he says all those are wide receivers one, but don't produce like that. Dropping in for a wide receiver two with better quarterback play, Palmer and Duvernay, for example. Duvernay maybe, but Palmer I don't know yet because maybe Gerald Everett is there, DeAndre Carter is there. I don't know if Palmer gonna get all the carries if Mike Williams is out. So I would be a little bit careful, but I do like Duvernay. Also, man, you got to wait after the trade deadline, too. Wait after the trade deadline. And Rick is the number one wide receiver right now. Yes, and I told y'all he was there all the way back from the beginning. All the way back from the beginning, I told y'all Tyreek was there. And Trey says, was Kelsey holding back Tyreek? No, the offense was holding him back. They didn't need him to be hyper-targeted. They had other good options. They had a great offensive coordinator. So I would say Andy Reid, in a good way, was holding Tyreek back. In a good way. And Trey says, looks like Hill is this year's cup, and we all missed out on it. No, I didn't, bro. I didn't miss out on it. I told all my content creators, all my followers, subscribers to pick up Tyreek. I told everybody. I've been championing Tyreek for 2 years. Said he was the greatest wide receiver. He's a Hall of Famer. Tyreek Hill is a Hall of Famer. He's done stuff that no other wide receiver has done in history, like Randy Moss and Jerry Rice. And Amabot says, up by 22. Does Chubb drop 22 plus? It's possible. It's possible. So this is 60. I would say 6. You got a 60% chance of winning. That's all, a 60%. Sean Bonds, what's up, bro? He says, need 2 wide receivers to fill roster spots, bro. MVS, Jamison Williams, Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Tony Thornton, KJ Osborne. I'm going to say stash Jamison Williams and Kadarius Toney. Jamison Williams and Kadarius Toney. Now, I think Donovan Peoples-Jones, once Deshaun Watson come back, Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be he's going to have crazy upside. So if you like him over Toney, that's on you. I gave you my preference, but there's other good guys on here that are good stashes too. I like Thornton, man, but I can't make a statement for him after what he did last week. I know Devontae Parker went down, but I don't know what to say, man, because I like Tyquan Thornton, but they didn't give him no target, so I can't champion him today. KJ Osborne, I like him, but if something happened to guys like Adam Thielen, that's when he's going to come through. But he's going to have good weeks too, man, even because they're going to try to take away Justin Jefferson. So to me, bro, in a vacuum, Jamison Williams, they need a downfield guy other than Khalif Raymond and DJ Chark. And I think Jamison Williams will help Amon-Ra St. Brown and TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift. So Jamison Williams and Kadarius Toney. Martin Castillo says, how about Taylor and Jonathan and James Robinson for Alvin? Yes. So if you can get Jonathan Taylor and Robinson for Alvin, hell yeah, man, you killed it. You killed it, bro. And Ian Taylor said, what up, fellas? TD, you was right about Seattle coach Carroll. Baby, go. Yes. I told y'all about Pete Carroll. Listen, guys, I'm not right on everything. Sometimes I might make it tell you a bad start or that's it. I'm not perfect. But nobody's talking about the things that I'm right about. It's just like this. I take it to stocks. Let's take it to stocks real quick. If I tell y'all to invest in, let me say, Xeron or Xerox or something, I think they went out of business. But then I also tell you to invest in Google and, let's say, Tesla. And say Xerox go out and they fall off, and you had $5,000 and you vested $1,500 in each one of those. Yes, the Xerox might kill you, but me telling you to play the Google, you're gonna boom. Tesla, you're gonna boom. So that's why I tell y'all guys, I don't talk about the easy stuff. I talk about things that's gonna put you ahead. So I'm like I said, I'm not perfect, but I know my content, I know my worth. So yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. All right, and last one before I get back to the thing. Do I trade Deontay Foreman for Najee and Keenan Allen? Just got offered that. Do I trade Deontay Foreman for Najee and Keenan Allen? No. No, don't do that. Hold on to Deontay. I don't like. Look, I like Najee. I think he's gonna be fine. But his ceiling is not that high. He's got a great floor. And Keenan Allen is hurt, very volatile. So no, I will hold on. You too, bruh. He says, have a good one. You too, bruh. All right, guys. So let me finish talking about the rest of these things. So, let me see. Yeah. So Steelers, Eagles, guys. George Pickens was a loser for this week, but I think going forward, you need to have him out there. I think he's going to be getting targets. I know that sound bad because he gave people 0. I'm still going to tell you, I think you still need to have George Pickens, and I'm sorry if that is hard to digest. And I understand, guys. I really do. Kenny Pickett, I think he's also a streamable quarterback, especially as the matchups get better. So he was a loser for this week, but I do think he gets better. And Pat Freiermuth was a winner. He's been a winner every week that he's played. He's getting hyper targeted, guys. Najee Harris was a loser. He's just not hitting the floor. I mean, he's not hitting the ceilings. So I get it, guys. Whatever you need to do with Najee, I'm holding on to him because I'm going to need him throughout these bye weeks. I'm going to need him. Jalen Hurts, winner. He killed it. Miles Sanders, I call him a winner. He's on a great offense. He did okay. He kept the defense honest. AJ Brown, you know what he is, a winner. That's easy. Devontae Smith is a winner. Dallas Goedert. Everybody on this offense, guys, is a winner. The Eagles are really, really good. Patriots versus the Jets. Ramondre Stevenson is a winner. Damian Harris is not getting his backfield back. I said what I said. Now, he's going to get some carries, but he's not going to get the honey touches. Ramondre Stevenson is going to get the honey touches. Jacoby Myers, he's scoring touchdown now. And a PPR guy scoring touchdown now. So he's a winner. Tyquan Thornton, I like him, but he was a loser. He dudded you, so I can't champion him today. But I think he's worth a stash if you got room on your team. Damian Harris, I think he's a loser. Like I said, he's a handcuff. Ramondre Stevenson could get nicked up, so I'm not saying Damian Harris is a drop, but I think he's okay. I wouldn't expect him to get the sauce back like he had before he got injured. Michael Carter is a loser. And I still think you should have Michael Carter. They're not going to keep giving Michael Carter no 4 targets in the passing game. They got to increase his targets. If Zach Wilson can't do that, then they're going to keep losing games. So I do think Michael Carter is worth a pickup if he's on your waivers. Garrett Wilson is getting ready to go trade up again because they don't have Breach Hall. So Garrett Wilson is going to be having some one-on-one coverage again, guys. Elijah Moore, it's over for him for the rest of the year. I think he's going to be good. He's a good buy low in Dynasty, but in redraft, I wouldn't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole. All right, Titans and Texans. Malik Willis was a loser. Guys, I started him. Don't start that guy no more for the rest of this season until you see something else. So I was completely wrong. I apologize for anybody that I told him to start Malik Willis. Derrick Henry is a beast. I told you he was getting ready to trend, and he's there. He's arrived. Robert Woods, loser. They don't got any passing weapons, guys. They got Derrick Henry, and that's it. I do think Kyle Phillips, when he gets healthy, he will help him out, but he's on IR right now. Austin Hooper, he's okay. He's a tight end and a streamable tight end. That's it. Texans, Davis Mills, he's nothing. He's just another quarterback. You can't even really stream him because he just haven't played good. Damian Pierce is a buy low guy. No matter what the game script is, I think this guy's going to be fine. I'm buying low on Damian Pierce. Brandon Cooks, I'm buying low. I think he's going to get traded, guys. He could get traded to the Rams. If he gets traded to the Rams, If he gets traded to the Rams, And Chris Moore, guys, I talked about people streaming him. Terrible choice. He dudded you. I apologize for anybody that I told him to start Chris Moore. I don't think I told anybody to start him, but I know he dudded you. Okay, guys. And we got a couple more games to go through, and then I'm going to get to the rest of the questions in the chat. Giants versus the Seahawks. Daniel Jones. Guys, he didn't have a great game, but he's still a winner. He had a tough matchup with Seahawks. So Daniel Jones, guys, I think you can stream him. He's a better streamable guy than a lot of other quarterbacks. So you can stream Daniel Jones, and it is what it is. If you want to pick him up, you can. If you don't like the quarterbacks you have. Saquon Barkley, you know what he is. Even though he was a winner he was a winner. I'm still calling him a winner, but he didn't have his best game. But you know what he is. Wan'Dale Robinson, he was a loser, but I think you still should be trying to stash him because they need a wide receiver. Darius Slate is not the guy that can get all the targets on this team. Seahawks, Geno Smith is a winner. Kenneth Walker, he saved his day, so I'm going to call him a winner, but You got to have all these guys. Kenneth Walker, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf are all winners. Got to roll them out there every week that they healthy. All right, Commanders versus the Colts. Tyler Heineke is another streamable quarterback, guys, that you can be streaming. Antonio Gibson is a rob, and he's a top 24 running back, and he's coming for the top 12. I said what I said. Brian Robinson, I think he's trending down. So if you got him, I would try to swap him out with somebody. Try to go get Antonio Gibson or somebody like that. I told y'all about Brian Robinson all year. Everybody kept, Brian Robinson. I'm like, nope. Terry McLaurin is a winner. As long as Taylor Heineke's playing, Terry McLaurin is going to be good. If they give the reins back to Carson Wentz, I do not want to play no Terry McLaurin anymore. Taylor Heineke is the key for Terry McLaurin. Sam Ehlinger. What can I say? No. I thought it would be okay, and he was okay, but it wasn't good enough. Jonathan Taylor, I still think you got to start him. He was a loser, but you still got to start him. And Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, is up to y'all. Michael Pittman is a startable, but I would try to trade. I'm not going to expect Sam Ehlinger to be hitting Michael Pittman. Man, he hyper-target him, but what are you expecting? Are they going to have touchdown upside? I don't know. So Michael Pittman, he still is a startable guy because he got overweight. I think he got like 10 targets. Alec Pierce, he got a few yards here and there, a couple targets. It's up to you. Ain't nothing special about this team other than Michael Pittman. I mean, I ain't saying he's special, but he's okay. You can start him, and you can start Jonathan Taylor. All right, guys, 49ers versus the Rams. Jimmy Garoppolo, you can start him. I'm not saying he shouldn't be out there on the waivers. You can start him, but he's not going to hit those ceilings. CMC, the best player in fantasy football. CMC is the best player in fantasy football. It is what it is. Brandon Ayuk, he's going to be taking off. This whole team, you don't know, right? That's why I'm kind of on Deebo Samuel, guys. When he comes back, I would say you might want to sell on him, sell high, or buy whatever, because CMC is going to take a lot of carries and a lot of catches from Deebo. Ayuk and Kittle's going to be okay, if you ask me. As far as the Rams, I like Matthew Stafford. I think you need to go buy low on Matthew Stafford. Go buy low on Matthew Stafford, guys. I like Matthew Stafford. Now, he didn't do great this last press game because, his team is not that great around him. But they trying to get Kareem Hunt and maybe Brandon Cooks. I don't know if they can get both, but I know they've been talking about trade talks with those guys. Cooper Kupp, you know what that is. Allen Robinson, hold on to him. I think you can start him if you need to, right? I think you can start him if you need to as a flex. And Darrell Henderson, no. You might as well get that guy, the backup guy. I don't know Darrell Henderson. I told y'all that. Tyler Higbee, you still can start him. Even though he had a bad game this past week, you still can start him. He's still a good tight end. He was leading the tight ends and targets for a while. All right, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. It is Aaron Rodgers. He's a streamable quarterback. If you see a matchup you like, you want to stream him, you can do it. And Romeo Doubs, you know what Romeo Doubs is. He's the only wide receiver they got right now, so you kind of got to start him while Allen Lazard is out. And Aaron Jones, he's the only running back right now that's getting targets, so you just roll him out there if you want to. And A.J. Dillon, you got to hold off. If you want to buy low and stash A.J. Dillon and two things change, I think that's fine too. All right, for the Bills, guys, everybody are starters. They are winners, whatever. Josh Allen, Devin Singletary, Stephon Diggs, even Gabe Davis. He was a loser for this past game, but you still got to start him. You can't be mad that he dudded you. It's one game. Dawson Knox and now Isaiah McKenzie, I don't know. It's a lot of things. James Cook is getting a couple more targets too, guys. So if you want to stash James Cook, I think it's time to do that too. All right, guys, and to get tonight's game. So let me get to the comments though before I talk about tonight's game. Okay. Trey says, looks like Hill is this year's Cup. Yep, he is. And he says, up by 22. Okay, I answered that question already. And he says, how about I answered that one already? And I answered that when he's talking about Baby Goat. Yes, sir. And I answered that one. Let me see. Parker. He says, all right, thanks. Yeah, I got you, bro. Sean Bond says, the honey touches, laugh out loud. I'm still in that one, bro. I got you. I like that. The honey touches are the goal line touches. The pass plays that's on the goal line, those are the honey touches. Parker says, by the way, the video isn't synced up with the audio. Oh, okay. Yeah, it gets like that sometimes, man. Look, let me go out real quick and come back in. Let me go back out and come back in. Okay, I think it is now. Yeah, I think it's synced up now. And thank you for letting me know, Parker. And Sean Bond says Treylon Burks and Terrence Marshall Jr. are available also, bro. Yes, Terrence Marshall Jr. That's the best one. Man, both of those guys. Over Jameson Williams, bro. Yes. You got the sauce. Treylon Burks and Terrence Marshall are the best stashers right now, bro. Out of the list you told me earlier. I love Terrence Marshall going forward. Brett S says, I'm still nervous to start Jamal Williams. Is he at every week flex in 10-man league? Not in 10-man leagues. Not in 10-man leagues. But he's always be the goal line back. So he's always going to have touchdown upside, but not the ceiling that you need for a 10-man league. So I understand. He says, and do you think Foreman is an RB2 at least from now on? Yes, he's at least an RB2. At least an RB2. I wouldn't expect 30, 40 points every week, but I at least expect 15 points every week. Ian Taylor says, you think you should hold our trades until tomorrow because some players may change? You're right. I agree. But some trades like with Matt Stafford, you got to do it now because after the trade, you're not going to be able to get them. So guys like, that's why y'all guys need to be on OnlyFans where I can break down and tell you, well, wait till tomorrow or this is the guy you got to get right now. Because some guys, you're not going to be able to get them. Today's price is not tomorrow's price. And you won't be able to get these guys tomorrow for that. So I want to get a couple guys like Matthew Stafford. You got to get them now. If you don't get them there and somebody goes there as a wide receiver, people are not going to want to trade. They're going to want to wait and see. Yep, but that's a great question, Ian. Great question. And Parker says, yep, it looks fixed to me. Yep, thank you, Parker. Thank you. And Brad Ash says, would you trade Fournette with the way the Bucs are playing? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Another person asked me earlier, would I trade Leonard Fournette for Amon-Ra St. Brown? And I would. Yep. And Sean Bond says, thoughts on Bateman? Now he will miss multiple weeks due to a lingering foot injury. I have him. Brother, stash him. That's all you can do. Now, if you don't got room, if you got to make these moves, like you got to pick up the guys you told me earlier, like Terrence Marshall, I'm dropping let me see. I would drop Bateman if I needed to pick up. Let me see when we find you. If I need to pick up Terrence Marshall, because Terrence Marshall gonna be hitting for the next 2 weeks for you. So if you need to do that, drop Bateman and pick up Terrence Marshall. Do what you got to do. I'm not saying drop Bateman. Hold on to him if you can, but Terrence Marshall gonna do a lot better for you. And Parker says, any good streaming tight ends? I got Kittle on a bot. Dawson Knox. I don't know who hasn't got Dawson Knox. He's a good streamable. Taysom Hill. Let me see. Hunter Bryant. While David Njoku was out, Hunter Bryant will be a good streamable tight end because they use that tight end. They only got Amari Cooper. That's an alpha weapon, and the next one was David Njoku. So now they're gonna use Hunter Bryant. Not like Njoku, but at least I think he have a floor of 10 points. I think he can get 10 points. Yep. So guys, thank y'all for tuning in. It looks like let me see, as far as tonight's game. I like Tyler Boyd. That's my favorite guy. I think he's a sleeper tonight. I think they try to take T. Higgins away and make Tyler Boyd beat him. I think Tyler Boyd can do that. And I don't think Kareem Hunt's going to get used that much because they want to trade him. So they're not going to use. I think this is a big-time Nick Chubb game because I don't think Kareem Hunt, they're going to want to get him get hurt and then they can't do the trade. I like Amari Cooper. I'm rolling him out there. You know what Amari Cooper is. You got to roll. He's a number one wide receiver. I know Brissett is the quarterback, but you got to roll him out there. And Donovan Peoples-Jones, hey, tomato. Like, he can hit one deep play and then he'll be good, right? So it's about that. Let me see. Brett S says, Brian Robinson droppable. I also have Gibson anyway. No, I'm not saying drop him. Not yet. But Gibson is the play over. I would play Gibson over him. And Brett S is true. Jamal Williams for Kareem Hunt. Yes, sir. I would trade Jamal Williams to get Kareem Hunt. Yep, but you got to do it now. You can't wait till he get traded, bro. You cannot wait till he gets traded. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be safe. Guys, let me show you the OnlyFans real quick. Go sign up if you want to support the channel. I should have did it earlier when we was deep in here. So right here, guys, this is the OnlyFans. Guys, of all the work that I do and all the content and all the questions that and now listen, I know everybody cannot do OnlyFans for whatever reason. But guys, this is my thing. This is how keeps me afloat. You know, this is the only way I'm getting paid right now. I'm not making nothing off YouTube. So if y'all want to show support, I'm not putting nobody in the corner. You don't have to. But if you want to support the channel, y'all always ask me, how TD, how can I support you? Can I support you? Can I give you a super chat? No, I can't get super chats right now. But you can go to OnlyFans for only $10 a month, or you can get one of the bundles. The bundles are real cheap. You can get 3 months and you get 30% off. 6 months, 30% off. A year, 35% off. So guys, make sure you sign up for the OnlyFans if you want to support the channel, guys. And Parker says, do I stash Najee or trade? You can do either one. I would stash them or trade if I can get a piece that's growing. Right now, I can't think of like Antonio Gibson. If I could trade Najee Harris and get Antonio Gibson, I would do it. Yes, sir. Yep, I would do it. All right, guys. Y'all guys be safe. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Peace.